In this session, we will try to do one assignment based on getText and setText method. Now, I will explain you the requirement. The requirement is, in your screen design, you have to take total 3 large text views using drag and drop GUI toolkit. Now, for the first text view, you have to apply a text welcome to through XML file, and for second text view you have to apply a text Android through XML, and for third text view through Java code you have to get the text of first text view and get the text of second text view and add both using plus symbol, and you have to apply that final text to text view 3 through Java code. This is a requirement. Through Java code, read the text of text view 1 and read the text of text view 2 and club both using plus operator and apply final string on text view 3. This you have to do through Java code. Let me give some important hints. Tell me, how will you read the text from text view 1 and text view 2? Let us say text view 1 variable is tv1 and text view 2 variable is tv2. You can read the data of text view 1 and text view 2 by using getText method, that is tv1.getText.toString take into one string variable and tv2.getText.toString take into one more string variable and club both, just like how you can use plus operator with integer values. Similarly, you can club two strings using plus operator and you can apply that final string on the text view 3 using setText method. I hope I have given the maximum clues. This is Android Studio based assignment. Now you can open your Android Studio and do this project. As usual, remember, first you have to design the screen with 3 text views, then only you have to write the Java code. I hope you have done the assignment. Let me show you the solution. I will create a new studio project. Now I have created a new application with name 8th application. Now I will click next. Select minimum version as 2.3.3. Click next. Select empty activity. Click next and click finish. Now Gradle has finished its process. Now let me open screen design by opening XML file. So this is how screen design will look like. First, let me remove existing text view because I have to take 3 large text views. I will click here, press delete. Let me drag and drop 3 large text views. Now I have maximized the screen. Now let me drag and drop 3 large text views. Now can you tell me what is the name of first text view, second text view and third text view? You can easily observe here, when I am clicking first text view is getting highlighted. The ID or the name of first text view is text view, T small letter. The ID of second text view is text view 2. ID of text view 3 is text view 3, T small letter. Now first requirement is apply the first text to text view as welcome to, second text as Android. Tell me how to do this. There are multiple ways. One simple approach is double click and you can modify the text here itself. So let me type welcome to. That's it. You don't have to save it. Just click your mouse anywhere in the window. It will automatically reflect. Similarly, let me modify the text of second text view by double clicking and by giving a new value, that is Android. So it has reflected. Now next part is via Java code we have to do this. I hope you remember what all the steps you have to follow in Java code. It is always 3-step process. First you have to declare all variables and then you have to initialize all variables within onCreate method and then you have to write your logic. that is 3-step process. But before proceeding to Java code, first you have to identify the ID names or IDs of each and every text view, because through Java code we are going to read text from this text view, and we have to club both texts and we have to apply on last text view. So to refer any view from Java code, we know that you have to use one unique naming convention, that is r.id.viewName. So to refer first text view, we have to access it as r.id.textView, and we have to access second text view using r.id.textview2 and r.id.textview3 for last text view. I hope you understood. Now let me go to Java code. Tell me where I have to declare variables. All the variables should be declared within the class, that is inside the class, and above override or above onCreate method. So blind rule is, how many visible components are there, that many variables you have to declare. 1, 2, 3. First variable belongs to text view, second variable also belongs to text view, and third variable also belongs to text view. Now as you know already, first step is declare all required variables. So we need 3 text view variables. So I am typing text view space tv1 tv2 tv3. These are just variable names in place of tv1 tv2 tv3. Even in fact you can also give I, j, k. You can give any name. Now step 2, you have to go inside onCreate method. After set content view line, you have to press enter. There is a high chance that you may write code below onCreate method. Don't write the code outside the methods. As per any programming language rules, you should write code always within the method, that is here. Your method is starting here and it is ending here. You can observe when I am clicking cursor here, automatically it is enabling closing curly brace. You should write always the code within the curly brace, but only variable declaration you can do outside onCreate method. Now let us initialize all variables. Since you have 3 variables, you should initialize 3 variables. Tell me which method will you use? To initialize visible components, we will use findViewById method. tv1 means this variable, equal to find. You don't have to type completely. When you type few characters, automatically Android Studio Intelligence window will help you. Select appropriate method. Now here, to refer first text view, what is the name of first text view? The name of first text view is, don't get confused between text and ID. What is visible to user is text. For programmer, what is important is ID. ID can also be called as name. So when you double click this, it will show the ID of the text view is text view T small letter. So we have to refer first text view as r.id. Select first text view, put semicolon, resolve this error by placing cursor on the error and by pressing Alt Enter. Select cast. Similarly, initialize other 2 variables. tv2 equal to findViewById. Select that r.id.textView2 semicolon, Alt Enter. Select cast. Again tv3 equal to findViewById r.id.textView3, Alt Enter. Select cast. I hope you already remembered what's the purpose of casting. findViewById method will return view type, but you are catching into tv1, that is text view type. So you have to convert view type to text view type. So with this, step 2 is over. Now step 3 is write your logic. What is the required logic? Read text of text view 1, take into a string variable, read text of second text view, take into one more string variable, club both and apply on the third text view. So the code goes like this: string take any variable, let us say first, equal to read data from first text view. How will you do this? First text view is pointed by variable tv1. So you have to use tv1 dot. To read text of a view, we should use getText method and dot toString method. I hope you remember. Similarly, read text of text view 2 like this: string second equal to tv2 dot getText dot toString. These two, first and second, they are just variable names. You can take anything here. Now the text of text view 1 is available in the first variable and the text of text view 2 is available in the second variable. Now you can club both by using first plus second and give that result to text view 3, which looks like this: text view 3 dot set text pass first plus second. That's it. Now let me run the application to see the output. First let me start Genymotion. It will take some time to start Genymotion virtual device. Meanwhile, let me emphasize one important point. Tell me, where is tv1 is pointing? tv1 is pointing to text view. That means this variable tv1 is pointing to your screen design first rectangular box, that is text view. Similarly, tv2 is pointing to second rectangular box, text view 2. Whose ID is text view 2? Second rectangular box. Observe, when I double click, this ID is text view 2. Similarly, tv3 is pointing to third rectangular box. So I hope you understood. Now Genymotion has started. Let us run the application by clicking green color triangle symbol. Click OK. Now let us wait for the output. Once Gradle finishes building this application, it will install that application onto Genymotion. So here is the final output. Now third text view is displaying welcome to Android. Here if you observe carefully, in between 2 and Android there is no space. In case if you want to add space, tell me in which line will you do the modification. Let me enable line numbers. I will go to left hand side bar, this gray color bar. I will right click with my mouse and I will select show line numbers. Now tell me which line will you modify to embed space between welcome to and Android. Here if you observe, welcome to is available in the first, Android is available in the second. You are clubbing both. So remember, Android Studio will not add space automatically. If you want to add space between welcome to and Android, here you can add space with a double quotation like this. First contains welcome to space Android. Now let me run the application. You have to wait until this build is finished. Now you can observe the output welcome to space Android. Same thing you can also print with a toast message. Let me show you how to print with a toast message. It looks like this: toast.makeText. We know that makeText is a predefined method of toast class which takes 3 parameters: this parameter and what is the message that you want to print. In case if your message is available in the variables, you should not use double quotation. Directly give that variable as it is plus space plus value of second variable, and for how much duration you want to display, that is for 4 seconds you have to supply toast.length long and a dot show. Now let me run the application. Let me run the application one more time. Okay, here you can observe the toast message. You can also rerun the application by opening all applications by clicking on this icon. And now you can search for your application. Our application name is 8th application. You can directly start typing here 8th application. Just click on this application. It will run the application one more time. I hope you understood.